Hey, my name is Seth. Welcome back to Butter Photo Moto Co, where the photos and videos are always butter. I wanted to make sort of a recap video for 2024. I wanted to talk about what my plan was for 2024, what I accomplished, what I didn't accomplish, where I'm at now, and also what my plans are for 2025, what I hope to accomplish. Kind of wanted to make this to not just hold me accountable to accomplishing those goals, but also as a record. I think it'd be cool to do a video like this at the beginning of every year. So let's start with what did I accomplish in 2024? So first of all, I made Butter. I made Butter Photo Moto Co. I had a couple goals when I decided to make Butter, things I wanted to accomplish last year. A couple of those goals were I wanted to learn how to video edit properly. And I really didn't have much experience other than shooting phone videos before this. And so I wanted to use video to tell a story of the photography I really like to shoot, but also of the things I like to do, the passions that I have, with the goal of this starting to become the story of Butter. So yeah, I wanted to learn how to video edit, how to color correct, figure out what tools I would need. I wanted to settle on some kind of branding that I could use. I knew I wanted to start with stickers, so I did that. I ordered stickers. I also knew I wanted to finish my website, which I did finish. But essentially, all these things considered, I wanted to learn as much as possible about, obviously, the process of actually making videos and telling stories, but I wanted to learn as much as possible about the things I liked and the things I didn't like about making these videos and starting this brand and figuring out kind of where my passions were. I feel like through the projects that I did last year that I did a good job of that. I feel like I learned things that really excited me. I also feel like I learned things that I didn't really find exciting. Definitely time well spent. So yeah, I did my first photo shoot for a surfboard brand. I did my first action photography where I shot him doing some skateboarding. I made the YouTube channel. My goal was to make 5 videos last year. I ended up only making 3. The other 2 were stories that I still really want to tell. And yeah, I just feel like 2024 was the year for beginning and growth. And there was a lot of that. So, okay, I shot this whole video and then I realized that I left out like so many things that I did last year. So I'm gonna rattle off a couple more. One of the biggest things, and I cannot believe I forgot to mention this, I did my first vintage car model shoot. My friend Josh and I, we rented an old BMW from 1973. We planned the entire day. We planned our shooting locations. We coordinated with models, our friends, but models. We organized outfits. It was such a monumental task, but it was so much fun. And all the photos that I got from that day are still photos that I would put in my portfolio today. They're awesome. It was so much fun. The next thing, and I can't believe I forgot to mention this, was that I shot my first wedding, kind of. I was at my friend Maddie's wedding, and I just had my camera with me, and the photographers that they had hired were running a little late, and everyone was just kind of hanging out. So the bride asked me to take some photos of them, and I really love how they came out. Definitely something I want to do more of in the future. I also shot some photography for my friend Sam, some portrait photography up in Beverly Hills. Loved how a lot of these shots came out. The lighting was super harsh that day, but was still super fun. And finally, I shot my first wedding proposal. Shot it for my friends Troy and Morgan. I had to hide in the bushes to get shots and stuff. It was so much fun. So hire me for that. But yeah, I really love how the photos came out. We were dealing with a lot of low light that day, but it was a blast. And it was so cool to like be there for that moment. I had never done that sort of thing before, so that was really cool. Okay, back to the normal video. So now let's talk about where I'm at now. I feel like I have all of the equipment that I need to pursue the projects that I want to pursue in 2025. And I'll get into that in a second. I finally got a nice microphone. So I can do a ton of different things with these microphones. I can do documentary style stuff. I can do more kind of shoot from the hip stuff with my phone with actually really nice sounding audio, which I also have plans for in 2025, so I'm excited for that. I also got a 360 camera, which I'm really excited to start experimenting with. In 2024, I got the drone, which I released a couple videos of, and I've learned how to fly the drone, which was a whole process. I feel like I have that in a pretty good space where I can actually start using it for more cinematic style videos, so I'm excited to get into that. So yeah, in conclusion, where I'm at now, this section wasn't as long as I thought it was gonna be, is I feel like I have all of the tools and I feel like I've gained enough knowledge from 2024 to really jump head in on what I wanna do in 2025, which is the perfect segue to talk about plans for this year. So one of my big goals for this year is I wanna make my first short film documentary. And I've actually already started filming on that. I'm really excited about. I don't want to say too much because there'll be some cool stuff I'll be chatting about here very soon, but it is auto related, which I'm very excited. I think that will really fit the Butter brand really well, and I'm doing it with friends. These friends are also all in on the project and they're really excited to help me, which is also really something I need right now, is just people that are in on what I want to do and supportive, and they are that. So it feels like the perfect fit to start working on that. The goal is to get that short film documentary done shooting within the next probably 3 to 4 months, and then done editing maybe another month or 2 after that. It really depends on if I have to do any reshoots or anything like that. So luckily, I have great friends that are excited to do any of those reshoots with me that I might want. So yeah, that's kind of the first big project of 2025, and probably the project that'll take the most amount of time this year. But I'm really excited to see kind of where that goes and to also learn a ton from that project. The next big project that I have lined up is getting some Butter t-shirts made. So I've already met with the wonderful Natalie Benos, who you have seen mentioned in other videos. She's an incredible artist, and she's helping me with some illustrations for some graphic tees for Butter. Will not go into what those are yet, but I'm really excited, and I'm hoping to have those in maybe 6 months, 7 months from now. I'm not really stressing timeline here, as you can tell from all these things, but just trying to kind of enjoy the process and learn as much as possible. So yeah, some t-shirts are coming. I'm really excited for y'all to see them. The next big project, kind of 2 smaller projects in one, are finishing up the videos from last year that I didn't get to. Those videos are a trip to Canyonlands, where Sarah and I road tripped from here in LA all the way to Canyonlands National Park and back over 5 or 6 days, lived out of the truck for that time. It was really fun, and I'm so excited to stitch that project together and get it going. The other small project that I need to finish from last year is a video of my dad and I driving up to Monterey for Monterey Car Week in August. And that was really cool. We did a bunch of vlog style stuff there, got a bunch of photos. Some of the photos didn't turn out. You'll see the video. I'm actually working on that now. But yeah, I'm really excited to put that together. The last big project of this year, which I will probably not finish this year, but a project that I'm really excited to start working on, is Butter's first project bike. The goal that I always had for Butter Photo Moto Co was to really put the moto into my art. And now I finally have a project, a motorcycle of my own. I've always wanted a project of this kind to kind of tear apart, put back together, learn how everything works. And I think this is a pretty perfect bike. I'll kind of leave more of the story of that for later on when I get to it this year, but it's a 1973 Honda CB200. The goal is to turn it into something that Sarah and I can use when we go camping. So I will leave it at that for now, but I'm really excited for that project, and that I think will be the start of the art and mechanical side of what I want to do with Butter. So yeah, really happy with how 2024 went with Butter. I accomplished more than I was expecting. In some places, I didn't accomplish as much as I thought in others, but I also set my goals really high. So I just feel really proud of what I did with Butter last year, and I'm just so excited to see what I can do with Butter this year. And thanks so much for following along and for supporting and following and liking and all of that, it really means so much to me. This is one of my dreams, and I'm just so excited I get to do it. So thank you, and stay buttery.